Hi, my name's Dipti. I'm a solution-focused hypnotherapist, and the aim of this video is for me to give you my little secret. So this video, you're actually going to learn the 4 steps to be able to get somebody to do something that you want them to do. So this video is going to be something that's really powerful for you to be able to use and help your influencing skills develop. So this is really for you if you want to be able to use hypnotic language or even understand what the steps are to be able to convince somebody or to get something happen that is kind of your way, the way that you would like it to go. So it's the artful negotiation of getting what you want. Okay, so there are 4 steps for being able to get what you want. Now, when I say get what you want, I don't mean like in a controlling way or in a dominating way. Far from it. I really don't mean that at all. I'm not a controlling, dominating person, but I generally do get what I want, not because I'm a spoilt child either. So it's just about recognizing that there are ways and skills to learn and use to be able to kind of move your way through life where you always do come out win-win. That's really what I'm talking about here. So let's explore why we might want to get what we want. So perhaps we want someone to do something for us. Perhaps we want somebody to buy into an idea that we have and we want them to be on our side. Perhaps we want someone to buy something from us or even buy something for us. We want to sell something, and it's just about getting people on your side and developing that kind of relationship where you are connected better with people. Okay, so let's talk about the steps. So there are 4 steps. Now, the first step is the most important step, not just to get right, but to deeply understand. So what I will do is I will talk about the step in a kind of the hypnotic language way, and then I'll break it down in kind of normal language, as in what does that actually mean. So you may hear these terms. So actually, if I break them down, you'll be able to understand them and give you examples of what that means. Okay, so the first step is building good rapport. Building good rapport. Now, what does rapport mean? Rapport is just a fancy way of saying, I like you, I trust you, I will kind of, believe everything that you say. Now, belief is a really powerful thing. I will talk about that in a minute. Okay, let's talk about how do we build rapport? How do we gain somebody's trust? How do we get that person to relax when we are around? These are the skills that we have to quickly be able to employ. So imagine you're, going into the bank and the bank lady behind the counter perhaps looks a bit grumpy. She looks like she really wants to go home. She's had a bad day, but you need her to do something for you. So you quickly have to do something, what I call is a pattern interrupt. So, whatever's going around in her head, oh my God, another customer. I really don't want to be here. I hope this customer doesn't give me a hard time. Oh God, I just want to go home. We've got to interrupt that pattern quickly. So, she looks grumpy. So she's probably not in a good headspace. So very quickly, how do we interrupt that pattern? We say something like, oh wow, oh my gosh, I really love your scarf. Where did you get that scarf from? I've been looking for a scarf like that. I just love the colour on you. It really makes your eyes stand out. And she's suddenly like, whoa, hold on a minute. I was really grumpy, but now this lady is complimenting my scarf. And now we're suddenly talking about the scarf. Where did she get it from? I really love the pattern. I love the colour. Now that might sound a bit, trite, and it might sound a bit fake and false, but actually what you've got to do is you've got to learn how to make it naturally, how to make it sound natural, how to make it sound as if you actually are genuine. And actually the real skill here is be genuine. Don't pretend you like the scarf. Go into your mindset and say, what do I like about this lady right now? What is special and unique about this person right now that I can actually talk about? So you are genuine, so actually what you need to do is you need to be as genuine to come across as being genuine. This is not about faking it and pretending. This is about learning these skills deeply so you become the skill. Does that make sense? Okay, so we've established we like her scarf now. So she's now thinking, okay, I like this girl, this lady. She's quite nice, she's friendly, and that's it. The rapport starts to build up, that friendship, that illusionary friendship. Okay, so the other way to do it is you use that person's name. Usually they have a little name tag on. So Margaret, how's your day been? Have you had a good day? So suddenly Margaret thinks, oh my God, she knows me subconsciously. She's using my name, and that bonds you even more. That creates that familiarity. And once you've complimented somebody, you're saying to that person, I have noticed something about you. I have observed something about you. I have paid attention to you. In a way, that is the biggest compliment that all of us human beings love. We love being noticed. We love being paid compliments. We love having that, connection with people. So as you move into the observant part of your mind, you're instantly creating that rapport with that person, and now you've built a bridge. So now you move on to the next stage. Now, the next stage is similar to rapport, but we're now building the rapport. This one is called the USP. So, unique, special power, or unique, special personality. So, what I want you to do is now think about how you can identify the unique and special quality of the person that you're with and interacting with. So, for example, how does that person interact with you? Talk about, something that is special of your interaction with this person, or what you've talked about what you've observed about the person, but perhaps deeply explore that even more. Now, this doesn't have to become, a major thing that you really focus on. It's just something that you can naturally build into your language and to your interaction. So what that starts to do is, once you've identified something special or unique about that person or your interaction with that person, that starts to encourage the feel-good factor. So, for example, my lady in the bank, I've established I like her scarf. We know where she's got it from. She feels good. And, then I say to her something like, okay, so I wonder if you can help me. And perhaps her name badge says on it, how can I help you? And say, luckily you've got that name badge on. It means that you are probably good at really helping people. So you're making a joke. She's now really good at helping people. And, she knows, okay, I'm really good at helping people. I even have a badge that says I'm here to help. So now we've established that her unique and special quality is really there to help me. So when you get her to acknowledge that she's there to help you, what you're next doing is you're going on to the third stage. Now, the third stage is building the yes set. What does that mean? Yes, when you say yes, and you say yes over and over again, and you agree, and you're actually building what we call compliancy. Now, compliancy is used in perhaps a bit of a negative way. When you want to get someone compliant, you want them to do what you want them to do. But compliancy is just actually somebody agreeing with you, somebody, perhaps sharing their value system with you and their belief system with you. They agree. They're kind of, endorsing you as a person and a personality. So in a way, that acknowledgement, that agreement, that yes, is a confirmation that you two are, now established a connection, a relationship. So, how do we get compliancy? We want them to be able to encourage the yes. So we ask them questions. So, like, I wonder if I do this, do you think it will help me with that? So you're trying to elicit questions that will actually get the yes, yes, yes. Whatever yes is, it doesn't matter. But as they are saying yes, they are verbally agreeing and they're verbally moving subconsciously forward to match you. So that is another way of building that rapport with compliancy. And then the fourth question is, or the fourth sort of way of confirming all of this is building in metaphor. Now, metaphor is powerful. When we talk in metaphor, what we're actually doing is we're giving somebody a story or an idea without actually pointing the finger and saying, you need to do this. Because when we say someone, you need to do this, the last thing they will do is do this, because they don't want to do what they've been told. Usually human beings don't like being told what to do in a direct way. So we've got to get under the radar here. So when I say metaphor, I say things like, for example, when I was at the hairdresser's a few days ago, I wanted my hair cut in this, as you can see, asymmetric style. And now a lot of my hairdressers that I go to, because I'm not loyal to hairdressers, as you can imagine, I kind of flit around. So I need them very quickly to get me and get what I want. So I'll say to them, the last hairdresser I went to cut my wing off and I was so upset, so I didn't go back. So now they're thinking, oh gosh, well, I don't want her not to come back. I want her to come back. So I will make sure I will not cut her wing off. So already you're kind of planting that suggestion of what you don't want in their mind by not actually physically telling them what you don't want, but by using a metaphor of that happened there and that happened there and that happened there. And because they're thinking, well, I don't want that to happen here, they're taking on that suggestion, and they will then be mindful of not having that happen here. So hopefully that makes sense. So I'm not saying lie, but I'm saying use other examples or other scenarios or other experiences as a way of saying what you don't want. Maybe even when you're seeing a new boyfriend or girlfriend, a new partner, and you kind of want them to be punctual, but you don't want them to say, you better turn up on time, because if you don't, I'm going to get angry, because they'll be like, two fingers to you, love. So what we want to be able to say is like, oh, when my previous boyfriend or girlfriend was late, that used to really bug me. And, that's the sort of one of the reasons why I kind of just sort of fell out with them. So they're suddenly thinking, oh God, well, I don't want her to fall out with me. So perhaps I really need to be mindful of not being late, to be on time, to be punctual. So that's a way of getting what you want without really asking for what you want directly. Sneaky, through the back door. Okay, so now what we've done is we've confirmed something called the belief loop. So this is just wrapping it all up now. What is the belief loop? So the belief loop is something that is so important that we've all got to get in our heads as a way, as a system of recognition of, once you've confirmed the belief loop, you are on top. You have won. I'm going to be talking about the belief loop in another video, because I think that the belief loop itself deserves a whole video all on its own. So find that video, and if you like what you hear, then please like my video and subscribe to my channel, and I will be building in more and more hypnosis tips throughout this year. So lovely to hang out with you, and I will speak to you soon. Bye!